Salute, salute, salute. On my generals, on my lines, on my real men. Definitely gonna get into something serious right now. Something that I realized and I noticed that dudes don't be talking about. All the dudes that be doing all the jail stories and all that. And dudes that be, supposedly live the lifestyle that I lived. When at least it comes to, prison lifestyle. Dudes be talking about legends. I done spoke about some that I've been around. I done talked about the real ones I've been around. I done talked about crash dummies. I done talked about all that. I done talked about bloods. I done did dirty. I done talked about kings. I done did dirty. I done talked about bloods that did me dirty. I done talked about a lot. If y'all been following since day one. But the one thing that I must admit that people haven't talked about, and I'm gonna touch on it right now, is when it comes to all this Booty Bandit shit. Now, none that I'm about to talk about can verify 100% factual myself, because I've never seen none of these things. But the one thing that I can say and put a stamp on it, ain't nobody in New York State correctional facilities that can ever say they never heard about what Mama did. Nobody. I'm gonna leave all the mediums out of it. For every person that did any type of real time, max time in the state of New York, there's not one person that didn't hear no type of stories about Mama did. Now again, for the record, when it comes to this particular individual, I cannot validate or say that, it's 100% facts. So you won't hear me saying that, because I can't, for me, a little bit before my era. But the one thing that I can say, and that I will say, is that I heard more than one, more than two, more than three, more than four, more than five, more than six, more than seven. I done heard a whole lot of stories about Mama did. And all of them was consistent. Every single one of them was talking about the same individual, the same type of energy that person was keeping. And for those that's not familiar with who Mama did is, any of y'all familiar with that show that came out on Showtime back in the days called Oz? And they were showing how people was doing time and in a maximum secure facility in Oz, which I believe was taking place in California, whatever the case may be. But they were showing a lot of homosexual activities that was taking place. I literally, with my own two eyes, have never seen anybody or any man get raped ever in a New York State correctional facility. Now, I have been around individuals that was on that type of time, and I'll speak on that. And that's a crazy story also, kind of on some Mama did. It's kind of on some Mama did type shit. So let's get into it. What is Mama did known for? Being a big, black, ugly, homo motherfucker that'll knock your ass out, rob you, stalk you, and suck your dick while you fucking knocked out. Y'all said that. I ain't even gonna say pause, homo, none of that. I ain't even got no time for that. It's hot out here. It's a little muggy out here. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm a little sweater. apologize. It's not like I can have an AC out here. But yo, this grown ass man was running around 200 and something pounds, 6'1", 6'2". I believe he coming out of Brooklyn. He was doing stupid numbers, and his name ring bells from the island. It's not just upstate, it's from the island. So this was his MO. His MO was this. If you was one of them dudes that came through, and you just looked like a deer between the headlights, like you just looked like you was scared, you looked like a lamb, you looked like a sheep about to be slaughtered, you looked like a little puppy out there, like with the little puppy dog eyes. He's one of the ones that snatch you up and take advantage of you. Try to put you under his wing and then literally rape you. This nigga was a booty bandit, a booty hunter, a shit troll. He was on it. Hard body. I thank God I never came across that motherfucker, bro. So let me get into like the difference of how he like used to treat. Like I'll put myself and my character in the category that's a vet. Like somebody like me that already been doing time. I'm doing my bit. I'm there. I end up crossing paths with this dude. He would deal with me differently than what he would deal with like them little cubs, because you know with the cubs, you know, they easy to like take advantage of and do what he was doing with them. With dudes that was official and dudes that's names that was ringing bells, you know what he was doing to them, B? Hold on. Y'all know what he was doing? I'm gonna do a live after this. I'm probably gonna do a live first, then post this. But y'all know what he was doing? If he got the opportunity to size you up and get that first hit off, he was knocking you out in front of whoever he could knock you out. Pulling your pants off. And then topping you off, bro. He was raping dudes with his mouth while they was asleep, knocked out. Dudes just waking up while they knocked out. And he over there topping them off. Now, you can't make this up. You can't even imagine nothing like this. Like, I can see why dudes don't want to talk about this dude. Because he broke a lot of people's hearts. There's a lot of dudes that's running around right now, probably still alive, that he did dirty. Because there's not one point in time that you could be doing like numbers on New York State Correctional Facility. And you ain't hear about Mama did. If you did, you lying. Or shit, man, you was in the box. But at the end of the day, he ain't no legend. So I don't give him no legend status. But he was definitely notorious for doing what he was doing in prison. And he was one of the biggest booty bandits you could ever hear of in the state of New York. And he was a big boy, and he wasn't P-U-S-S-Y. He was just gay as fuck. Gay as fuck, black as fuck, big as fuck. He had the heart of a lion. I mean, I gotta say, like, he had the heart of a lion. The way he would, more than a lion. He had the heart of what, a wolf, a hyena? What kind of heart he had? He was doing demon time on top of demon time. And when you think about it, this dude was doing this shit for years. Mama did. If you was a nigga that was ringing bells and now, let's not get it twisted. Mama did got hit more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, and eventually they murdered him. It's not like it's not like dudes like he was that much of a threat. I can imagine a nigga hitting like that, hitting the yard, and I'm in the spot, and I know exactly what he bout, and that's what he bout. So it's not like dudes was getting, but he was moving a certain type of way where it was just like a whole nother level. Now calm as a motherfucker, you know, because all that dirt, all that sickness that was in his head, all that demonic, perverted shit that was, you know what I mean, taking over his soul, led him to get murdered in prison. He got murdered in prison. You know what I'm saying? He ain't make it out. But he was consistent. He was consistent. Like, imagine like a dude that you know, and now according to what I like, a lot of the stories like he used to try to act like the little feminine. You know what I'm saying? So he used to like try to get his hair long, all that extra shit. Tie up his fucking shirt between his chest and all that, like trying to like be flamboyant with the gay shit and the gangster shit at the same time. And those that's familiar, y'all already know, like when I was in Attica, that was the craziest yard I ever seen when it came to like at least like that lifestyle. Like homosexuals, like yo, they had a whole handball court, a whole section, they had a whole court, it was crazy. The shit that I saw in Attica, in that yard, it was in the cell block, it was crazy. And Mama D was in all them spots, robbing dudes, raping dudes, knocking dudes out and sucking them off. And he did that shit to more than one dude, bro. He was knocking out more than he knocked out. According to if the let's say the, I don't want to say urban legend, if the rumors are true, he knocked out a lot of dudes, a lot of real ones, and was sucking them off, bro, while they was asleep. Facts, waking them up with his dick in their mouth. Facts. I ain't saying pause no homo because I ain't even like, I don't have to. That's just what it was, bro. Like, fuck all that. Like, I'm secure with mine. This dude and everybody that ever did time in the state of New York, y'all did years. Ain't to this day, I'll bet you the stories about him. You know how you be still hearing about